I mean, not 100% perfect, but I really do like that. What, you think you got you a hot rod? Sounds way too mean for how fast it's gonna be.
Yeah, they won't even spin the tire out there on the street.
Single traction.
It sounds like it will though.
Yeah, sounds nasty. All right, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be working on this 8.8 rear end for the 79 hatch car. I want to get some bracing done and probably I may do some lower control arm brackets. I'm not real sure how far we're going to get in this video, but I hope y'all stick around to the end and let me know what your thoughts are about a finished product. All right, so we got Patrick's car is out of the shop. I got this 8.8 rear end out of a car I traded my Dart for, and it had an 8.8, has a posi unit in it, 31 spline, C-clip eliminator, so it's got some good stuff in it. So I'm gonna start prepping this thing for putting some bracing in. I've got this 1 inch round stock. You can just get it, Tractor Supply, Home Depot. I'm going to try to bend it up and get it fitted and make it look, get the fitment as good as I can. And then once I do that, I don't know if I'll weld it today, but yeah, I'm about to get started bending this 1 inch for the main brace that's going to come from this control arm bracket to the middle of the chunk to this side. So let's try to get the center of this tube and then go from there. All right. So 4 foot piece, easy, 2 foot. All right. So I bought this cheap little bender, tube bender, and I've played around with it a little bit. So I'm gonna try to which that may be, that chuck may be too small. Let me change chucks real quick. All right, got the right chuck now, so right die. All right, let's try that. And I'm gonna be very, very soft with it on the first go. I'm not gonna put too much bend in it. All right, we're in. All right, I'm gonna just try that. Don't get too ahead of myself just yet. See what that looks like. Definitely gonna need some more, so that's just what I wanted to check. I didn't want to go too crazy on the first bend. It definitely don't like much though. All right, just gonna spring back a little. Let's try that. I think just a little more. It's very close. All right, spring back. I think this is going to be very close. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it there. All right. So I've got my somewhat center here. All right. I've cut a little bit of extra so that if I do have to bend it just a little more, I'll have plenty. I need to cut this kind of at an angle, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna be on the longer side just in case. All right, do the same thing to the other side. All right, let's see what that looks like. All right, so we're plenty long, a little too long, and I have my angles very off. So, but that's why you go a little extra. I'm just gonna fix that up real quick, try it again. All right, that's trimmed. Let's see if I did okay or not. All right, well, it's definitely closer. Just need a little bit more trimming. I didn't want to go too much and mess it up, so I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time and try to get it right. This should be very, very close, I hope. Let's see, what are we missing? Maybe just a little off that right, either the left side, yeah. I'm gonna take just a little bit off of both sides and try that. very, very close. Not quite there. Oh yeah. All right, now we're talking. Still needs a little bit, but man, it's so close. I don't know. I think I would like to see it go down a little more here. What do y'all think? It's not bad. Fitment's pretty happy with the fitment, but I think it needs to go down just a little more. It just looks kind of, yeah, definitely needs to come down some more, but I love that fitment. I just think it needs to come down just a touch more, and then we should be good and somewhat be ready to start prepping, getting it tacked in there maybe. There we go. Just need some more tweaking on that. I think I like that. I really like that, but I may have too much of a bend. I can either go a little further down and cut the little slits right here. I'm gonna just put a small notch on the bottom, and then let it fall just a little more. Very small notches in the bottoms. Let's see what that looks like. Sit it down. Hopefully it'll sit it down. Okay, well, guess I gotta cut some more off the ends. Not much though. Just a smidge. Man, I ain't saying it is perfect, but I do like that. I think that fits way better. Yeah, I like that. All right, I'm gonna clean that up real quick. Man. I mean, not 100% perfect, but I really do like that. And I think I may put a plate here to there. And then, like, the fitment definitely isn't perfect, like I said, but I mean, I really like that. Took a little longer, took my time. It's fairly, I mean, straight with the housing. I think I really Really gonna like that. All right, well, what I'm probably gonna do now is start making some brackets that are, I seen where I think it's Team Z or UPR, they have a bracket that runs along the top of the chunk or the bottom of the chunk up to the back, and then it shapes around the tube and kind of comes back down. I'm not going to do as thick as they did, but I may do two of them. One here, and then one in the back maybe. I don't know. That may be overkill, but I'm using a thinner metal, so I think that would probably be fine. So I'm going to start cutting up some brackets or do some CAD, cardboard aid, and see what I can come up with. Maybe something like that. And then really trim them down. Maybe something along those lines, maybe. And then maybe tie it in with another tube or a piece of flat bar or something. I do like that though. All right, well, let's try to make some brackets. All right, we got our plates cut out and grinded, and I mean, they could be better, but we're rolling with it. So let's see here. So I'm thinking something along the lines of that, maybe. I know it's kind of hard to see. I can't hold them, but maybe if I do this. Crap. Give you a good idea. So maybe something like that, and just kind of angle them into each other, and try to weld that out. See, I don't see why that wouldn't be plenty strong. It's probably, like I said, overkill, but definitely want it to be stout as possible. So I'm pretty happy with it. Just need to clean up the gunk and all that, and get ready to weld these out. I'm only gonna take it. I'm stubborn and I really gotta see what this looks like before I go all out. So yeah, I'm just gonna tack it mainly just on the case. And I know it's gotta be heated up and all that. Like I said, I'm just tacking it. I just kind of want to see where everything sits before I go full blown assemble. So yeah. I don't know, man. I really do. I don't know. I mean, it is most definitely overkill, but man, I don't know. That just looks good to me. Man, I think that's kind of worth it. That's gonna look good once it's done, and I may run a bar too, I should say. May run a small tube here to there to tie them in, just so they're, you know, they got some rigidity here and there, but we'll see. That may be too much, but man, I really like that. I somewhat finished the brace bar there. I didn't want to fully weld it until I cleaned it up, of course, but I have added some lower control arm brackets. They're not done, of course, but I think that's what we're going to kind of work on today is getting them. I don't really like the shape of them. I thought I did, but I don't really care for the boxiness. So I'm thinking about cutting here and either cutting this off or cutting here, cutting down, and then flip, like letting that go down and then welding it to there and just kind of not really triangulate it, but just make it look a little better. I don't really love that look. So probably gonna start on that and then just go from there. I also got these other brace, these little Heim links that, I don't know, they seem a little too short and they're not really very small, but they're a little thin. So it would be something like that. I don't know if it's worth doing. I feel like it should have a little more, you know, a little more length. I feel like it should come out to like here. And I can somewhat make it do that. It's got a lot of thread. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that or just wait, get some longer ones, and I can maybe use this for something else. And it may be perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not gonna make a ton of power, but I don't want to redo something if I don't have to. So I may wait on this, or I may just do it. I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge deal if I do or don't, but we'll see. We'll just work on the lower control arm brackets and then go from there. All right, 2 1/8. And I may come to, let's see. Let's do 1 3/4 inches. get a straight edge. All right, let's cut that. Okay. Let's try to tap that down. See if it'll go. That looks a little better. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right, let's go to the other side before we make our final decision. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Just give it a little bit of style, I guess, because the box blade just didn't really tickle my fancy, I guess. So I'm gonna clean that up and probably weld that out. Not perfect, but good enough for me. Alrighty, on to the other side. I am not a welder. So those are, I think that looks a lot better, personally. It don't look so just plain. So I'm about to try a trick that I've seen and see if it'll be successful for me. We'll see. So I've seen if you attach a piece of aluminum, like just clamp it down to one side, that you can weld a gap like that and it not, you know, go through to the other side, of course. So I'm gonna try that. I've never tried it, so I don't really like that gap, of course. And so yeah, I'm gonna try that real quick. Huh. Didn't work exactly like I thought it would. I mean, not perfect, but I think that looks way better than to the right of it. So I'm gonna do that to all of them, and then I'll come back and we'll start something else. I made this little bracket, brace, whatever you want to call it, on the back. Shock mount's gonna go, you know, right there. I just wanted a little something extra that make me feel a little better. You know, well, supporting the back of it. There'll be a bolt, you know, running through the side where the factory control arm goes, and then there'll be, of course, I'll have these little brackets here running up across the top, so it'd be bolted in at the bottom here, and then whatever, you know, whatever hole I decide to go with. But just wanted a little something extra, kind of make me feel a little better. So yep, I'm gonna weld that up real quick and just kind of double check that. Sweet. That will definitely hold. Yeah, I think I like that a lot. Yeah, I had to cut out that top part. It was just, I don't know if it was gas settings or me, but it had a ton of porosity, and I just decided to go ahead and cut it out while I saw it. So, but that part is done. I just need to make one more just like it and put it on the other side. So yep, I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, got that piece bent up. I just got to find where I want to put my hole. Got a little center punch, so. Can't really tell, but got it right there. About to go drill it out. I'm calling that good. I feel really good about that now. I was a little worried before. I don't know. Just didn't want to take a chance, and I feel pretty good about this. I feel like this will be plenty stout, and it'll work like it should. I think that looks a lot better, and I feel a lot better about the bracing. I think that'll hold pretty good and looks a lot better too. So, all right. So before this video ends, I was going to show I got those plates in and drilled out like they're supposed to be. So I do have to do the other side, but that's a little before and after. So, like I said, I'm not a welder. I was chasing settings, and I felt like I had it right, and then I go to one, and it didn't do right. So, I think I finally found, the combo that I liked as far as the welding settings go. But I think I'm going to end it off here. I should have a pretty big update coming for that car within a week or two. I should have a decent video, coming with a lot more updates. So I'm going to end it off here. Appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.